Monday Night Live, what's up, guys? New shirt, M885. Green tip, just the tip, what's up? Coyote cigar cases, Woodland cigar cases, Typhon red zippered knife pouches, Tiger Stripe orange tool roll-ups, Woodland large clothes bags, multicam black large clothes. What am I saying? Woodland large tool bags, multicam black large tool bags, multicam large tool bags. Woodland jet boils, more large tool bags, more shotgun cards. These battery caddies are available. These are on the website. Those hold 4 Milwaukee batteries, any of the 18 volt Milwaukee batteries, any combo that you want to pop on there. That's the front of the shirt right there, M885. It's yellow, kind of bronzy, green tip right there. Looks like we're running some toxic EDC organizers. More Woodland cigar cases. Looks like that purple Woodland day packs are in motion. Black single points right there. We did Coyote single points today. Here are more Woodland large tool bags. And it looks like we are lined up on the Woodland day packs, which will have orange inside, and then under the shoulders it'll be Coyote, so no orange on the outside, just on the inside. M81 cigar wallet has Big Cool. Do you have an option of Anza knives? Do you have an option of Anza knives? I don't know what you're asking me. I'm familiar with the name Anza knives. I don't know Anza. I know a dude whose last name was Anza that was in the Marine Corps. I'm suspecting that's not him, though. If Chris was making knives, I would think that I knew that. Matt Christopher, what's up? I was going to say the large clothes bag looks different, much different. Short on the XL tool bag, the thing that's huge, dude. It's 8 times bigger. Kiri, hey, what's up? Didn't see you guys last night. Hope all's good. I heard you got some snow. Dean, what's up? Mycon, what's going on? Brandon McGuire, James Young, your pack is out there on the floor in motion. Check these out. These are little Swiss Tech knives. I don't know who's actually making these for Swiss Tech. I want to say they're $35. I saw a YouTube short a dude did on this one last night, and I really liked the red anodizing with the OD green. It's micarta handles, maybe G10. I think they said G10. It's got a little flipper. I wish the flipper was a little bigger, but I mean, it does the job. I think these are $35. You can get them at Walmart. Pocket clip is not super robust, but I mean, it matches the knife. And then while I was there at Walmart tonight picking that one up, I saw they had this one with the red anodizing also. Looks like it's it might be carbon fiber in there. I don't know if it's real carbon fiber or not. It's got a bigger belly on that knife. It's pretty cool, especially for $35. It does say, it says carbon fiber, aluminum, low profile back flipper, ceramic ball bearing, AUS and steel. I don't know what AUS, AU5 maybe? AUS 5 steel, AUS 5 steel, I don't know what that is. This one, AUS 8 steel, AUS 8 steel, I don't know. Ceramic bearings, thumb disc flipper, canvas micarta. Okay, so it's not G10. $35 though, I mean, shit, for $35 you could just, you know where these would work really good? In your visor cover. They'd work great. I carry a much more robust knife. I would definitely snap this trying to pry a door open or something with it, because that's what I use knives for shit you shouldn't use knives for. Mycon, I don't think we actually gave a single Christmas gift. I didn't get Amanda anything. Amanda didn't get me anything. I am Gold Leader. What's up? What's your favorite blade profile? I don't fucking care. Strider. All my Striders are about the same. Went a bit crazy with fireworks for today. That's always cool. It is chilly outside. Vance, what's up? Sat down, watched the XL tool bag. Seemed it was a lot of material. It is. I was fighting it the whole way. I meant opinion. Do you have any opinion on Anza knives? And I don't know where Anza knives is. It sounds familiar, but I don't. Anza knives look cool and made from files, kind of neat. Cool. I don't. Is Anza knives the dude that's up in Julian? Was in the cabin up there. New hoodie delivered. Nice. I like them. I've been wearing mine every single day. I don't think I have seen you with a Tonto blade. I've had some Tonto blades. I have some Tonto blades. I just think I just buy whatever Strider has, man. Santee Todd, what's that? Anza is an El Cajon, I think. So I can't say that I know, man. I recognize the name. I was actually looking at some knives over the weekend. I was looking for something and going through a bunch of knives. I do not own any Anza knives, though. I can tell you that for sure. I got a cleaver I carry, like a small cleaver. Yeah, I've seen scalpels that are cleavers. And an epoxy handle. Chicago knife guy made it. Got it at a gun show. Very cool. The hoodie is a daily. Yeah, the hoodie is fucking great, man. I really like our lightweight. I have been wearing these heavyweight hoodies ever since. The next one we're running, we just got these today. Right here. This is what's on the back of these right here. Just like the ammo can. We use the same color. It's kind of distressed and worn like the ammo can also. Expeditionary hoodies next week, I think. That's what's running. Whether we'll have, I think we'll probably have them next week. It might take a while. We'll see. I know he doesn't have the blanks. I gave him a $2,000 deposit today, so I'm sure he's gonna have to order those. Super kit bags, yeah, for sure. In 26, for sure. EDC the Expo hoodie is my favorite. We got a new one coming. It says no surrender, no quarter. SOE tactical down the arm, and then it's got the black flag, the subdued black American flag. No surrender, no quarter. Tim, what's up, man? Summer Oil Broth dropped a great new 90-day freeze-dried meal package with a premium SOE duffel. Nice. Nice. I assume you can see that on Simmerwell Instagram, Facebook. Got a little Procket pry bar. You know, I see those all the time. Man, you can get me on some EDC gadget shit. I'll have a fucking 50-pound bag of EDC gadget shit. I won't use a fucking single thing in there, man. Even the Icon toolkit that I like so much, I'm figuring out how to shrink it down. Like, I can get that into a third of the space, right? I would rather have a little tiny zippered pouch that you open up, or even unzip and maybe splay open and just pick my pieces. Now the sockets will be all over, so I'm looking at, you know, micro socket trays with magnets and stuff. It's linked on the website homepage. There we go, guys. Simmerwell.com. Check it out. Think Mountain House without the bullshit. Mountain House with wholesomeness. Mountain House with the nutrition that should be there without all the bullshit. Santiago 308, heck yeah, got my SK bag on order too. What's a S? Oh, super kit, got it. Maybe Amanda could print a little socket. She could, but there's stuff out there that's just super compact that's already got all. I want all the magnets in there, and I want the spring-loaded piece to hold the few sockets that I want to carry. Is G10 something that can be made? So I don't know if it can. G10 is originally, it was designed for the floor of the space shuttle, is my understanding. And it is glass and it is epoxy. And when you grind it, you have to do it with a respirator. It is very, very hazardous to your health. We had somebody had floor plates from the F-22 Raptors, and there was some of the upgrades for the F-16s had G10 also, and there are some inspection ports in that airplane, and somebody got a hold of a bunch of those. I don't know where they came from, if they were overages or there was some planes missing some pieces or whatever, but that's where the first G10, there were some G10 knives made out of the Strider shop out of that shit. And back in the day, your metal detectors used to just look for, magnetivity, like metal, right? Ferrous metals. Nowadays, metal detectors, they detect density so that you can't just sneak through a metal detector, with a non-ferrous knife any longer. Neil, yeah, I like the shirt. Marketing slogan, simmer well, what Mountain House was supposed to be. Yeah, all those companies start off as that. Mountain House, really, when they were picked up by Walmart, the product sold in Walmart was not at all what Mountain House used to be. Raptor 22 scales would be bad. There are Raptor 22 scales. I also have some carbon fiber chopsticks that are Raptor carbon fiber. And the difference is supposed to have been most carbon fiber is like a double wrap, whereas the carbon fiber, F-22 carbon fiber, is a quad wrap. It even looks different. I have some chopsticks that Snowdy made out of those. Kevin Timmer, what's up? G10 is also non-reactive to chemicals and acid and is non-conductive. Yeah, definitely non-conductive. That's why Strider would take the slabs and dovetail them and then put the shank of the knife, which is a massive shank. It's not like a chop down. Strider handles are big because that tang coming down, it doesn't step down like most knives where you can snap a tang. It's the actual knife comes down, and the scales, they're dovetailed together and epoxied, and then they slide up on that tang, a full tang, not like a step down tape like your Bowie knife. And they're epoxied in, and then their G10 dowels push through there. And then once that epoxy all dries, then it's all ground off. All the epoxy's ground off, and then the handle's in place. So it's full wrapped, so you can cut through a live wire, hammer through a live wire, and you have you have 100% insulation. You lose your soul when you go to big. You absolutely do, man. You fucking absolutely do. They change everything about you. And you pay for that placement in that store. You front that, they sell that, they give you that back, and you pay for your placement, and you pay for your volume and everything. And they come at you with like 5 years. We want 5 years, and they negotiate you way down in price because they're buying massive volume that they don't even take delivery of. G10 like old asbestos tiles. If you break them, that the fibers are, I don't know about that, but if you grind it, it legitimately is made of glass and epoxy. And you get it in you, man. It's nasty shit. You do not want to be fucking around with that as a craftsman in your garage. A lot of the beautiful woods are fucking very toxic and deadly also if inhaled. You got to use a respirator with that shit. I've been looking for some forged carbon fenders and saddlebag lids for my bike. It's so pretty. I'll bet they are, man. SDS for G10 is same for marine grade fiberglass. What is SDS? I bet the sushi tastes better. I have a bunch of super cool chopsticks, as does Amanda. For the last couple years, I don't even get them out. Like, I always have them with me in my bags. I eat with wooden chopsticks. I just like the way they grab better, man. They're light and they grab. I noticed this weekend and last weekend, Amanda never even took her chopsticks out. And we had sushi Christmas Day, and we had sushi Saturday. And we had sushi the Saturday before at a very good sushi place, as well as this Saturday at a good sushi place. Amanda, I did notice she was eating with wooden chopsticks. She never even took hers out of her purse. Safety data sheet. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know what SDS meant. Thanks for the knowledge, man. Man, the knife handles made out of old battleship deck is pretty. Yeah, I have some of that. I have Dwayne got some of that. It was it the USS California? It sank in Pearl Harbor. They brought it back up, put it out to war, and then they dry docked it, disassembled it, and the teak sat in Oregon. Dwayne got a bunch of that and made knife handles out of that, made folders. And I commissioned Dwayne to build 3 sets of 1911 grips and 3 more of those knives. Saw a guy with light up lightsabers. I have some of those on YouTube. We have some of those light up lightsabers. They're like kids' toys. They're not. They're actually quite available, or they used to be. I bought these heavy plastic chopsticks, Amazon 24 pairs, because we use them. Yeah, there's some good fake carbon fiber ones that have some, they're almost a little abrasive. Are those the Ozark? Yeah, they are the Ozark knives, Matt. I saw a YouTube short on this, and they got me. They got me with the anodized red. And they did it like red anodizing. Sometimes you see it, and it does not come out good. They did a very good job on the red anodizing on this. And it's got ceramic bearings, and they're $35, man. I don't think I've bought a knife under $600 in 10 years. And I saw this, and I'm like, put this in the Amazon, put this in the Walmart cart. So we happened to be at Walmart tonight, so I picked it up. I'd love to get some titanium. Oh, they're very available. And you can get, the cool thing with titanium is they flame anodize, right? So you use a jeweler's torch, and you can put incredible patterns on them. Our best local sushi place also lets you do custom noodle bowls. Nice, nice. A lot of the ones that we go to will do, is it called bento bowl? What? No, it's not. What's it called? Yeah, to the abrasion on the chopsticks, wood type feel. Yeah, I like that. I just like that it grabs. I don't like a super skinny, even on the titanium, they get skinny and they have to run like rings around them. So you have that, no, not bento box. It's where the rice is in the bowl and you get to add all the shit. Poke bowl, that's it, Kiri, poke bowl. Kind of like Hawaiian.
It's the sushi without the fucking wrapping.
Well, that's sashimi. But the poke bowl, you get to put your sauces on, you put your veggies or your tropical fruit in there. It's usually like pineapple. You can also anodize with electricity. Yeah, you absolutely can. Cody did a bunch of that here. He was making beads. Yep, poke bowls are good too, yeah. Peanut sauce. A little bit of penises. We rewatched season 1 of Fallout to refresh for season. I've watched, how many of the season 2 are out? Just the first one, I watched it. My wife has been on a pho noodle kick. Nice. The place that does that calls it Mongolian barbecue. In Orlando, where I live, the theme park, Universal, Disney, etc., use a mass body scanner, not a metal detector, that locates all. Yeah, it's density, yeah. Yep. They'll see your piercings and everything. Got tracking on a lot of orders today. You kept adding stuff to Quick Ship. Well, thank you, man. We shipped out everything that was on Quick Ship has shipped. I think one guy came in towards the end, and that order got processed, but I don't know. I think it did leave the building. I think they have all left the building. Everything that shipped today has left the building and is at the post office and in motion. And we shipped a lot, man. I was up 4 o'clock this morning. By 5 o'clock, I was in here starting to pull orders. Selling the Fallout Pip-Boy 3000 ARM devices now. What are they? What do they do? I was watching a dude's Instagram yesterday, and he was showing, I saw the Fallout stuff, right? So I stopped to see what he was doing, and he bought an Elf on the Shelf. I guess it comes in a tube, and he threw that away and took the tube, painted it blue, and it had some kind of like almost like a blue putty over it or something. And then he printed out the Fallout script, and then he scribed it, and it put it kind of in the clay. Man, the artwork and the arts and crafts these guys do is fucking incredible. Pip Boys that hold your phone. Is that the dude? Is that what he's called, the Pip Boy? What marked my... I was fucking shaving, and I felt it as I came down, and I felt it go... Chick, and I'm like, man, I fucking cut myself. And I'm like, oh, it's not bleeding. And when I got out of the shower, there's fucking blood just dripping off my face. I don't ever shave with a mirror or anything, so. I had a mirror, and it just fucking fogged up all the time. I threw it away, and just for 10 years now, I haven't ever used a mirror in the shower. Quick ship orders from last night. Yeah, everything has shipped, all the quick ships for sure. But we shipped hundreds of orders today. Dude, we're neighbors, 30 minutes away from Orlando. I'll co-sign for Jose. Fucking good dude, like really good dude. If you looking for friends or like-minded people, Jose, man, I'm always happy whenever he's around. And I don't say that about many people. I told him it looked like he got punched in the eye. But yeah, somebody's like, what happened? Amanda fucking punch you in the face? Kissimmee. Jose can see he can see the McDonald's sign on top of the Matterhorn at Disneyland from his house. Do they still have a Matterhorn? I think they still have a Matterhorn, right? The Space Mountain in Florida was like fucking old and raggedy compared to the one in California. We all know I'm not tall enough for that. I'm installing Tarzan ropes through the entire building. Amanda's just going to swing to things everywhere here. She's not going to be allowed to touch the ground. Any of you guys follow Real Tarzan? Fucking bounced a little bit in a skydiving accident a couple days ago. He seems... I was a little concerned because he wasn't really saying, he was posting, but his people weren't really saying much, and all of his shit showed him stationary in bed. He does seem to be up today, so hopefully no paralysis or anything there. They make step stools. Do any of the animals on the compound fight to the point you have to... Yeah, I got to keep several of the dogs separate. We have a really old female dog, and the dogs will gang up and literally try to kill her. And she's just old and growls, and then the others just fucking boom. And when one mobs, they all mob, as though she's a coyote. Winter storm warning till 6 p.m. tomorrow, up 12 inches, 40-mile-an-hour wind. Where are you at, Micon? 12 inches of snow? The floor is lava, that's right. 2 Kangals and Pyrenees. I've got some old dogs, right? I got a really old dog, man. The one we thought would pass the earliest made it past one of the younger ones. I'm going to add some Anatolians pretty soon. Northeast Ohio, got it. Keep that shit to yourself, Amanda said. Coolest place in Orlando area is the Randall Knife Museum. Oh, I'll bet it is. I have some actual Vietnam Randalls. They were gifted to me. We got 18 last Wednesday. I live by the Randall Knife Museum. It's on OBT. What is OBT? Where is the SEAL UDT museum there? Why do they gang up on the old dog? Probably because she growls at them and it's just instinct. I have multiple paddocks. I really just need to, the dogs stay in different areas. I went to NASA as a kid near Florida. That shit was pretty cool. I'll bet it is cool. Alabama has a lot of fucking NASA shit there. it is said that there's all kinds of NASA shit going on in Alabama and underground bases and shit. In not Montgomery, what's the one where the NASA is? Right in Alabama there. Even dogs, I'll have 3 or 4 dogs all together, and they're fine. And I'll put a dog in a paddock for a week, and when I bring her back in, they will try to kill her. Huntsville, that's it, Huntsville. Orange Blossom Trail, OBT, got it. Saw a post about a live giraffe today looking for a home. They insist it go to a USDA approved. Yeah, but that's USDA approved zoo is nothing. I can get USDA approved here. That just means you're a breeding facility that's approved through the USDA, so I can have paperwork to move exotics to individual people, which genuinely means it usually means a $35 a year permit per animal is what that. It's so that the USDA gets their money. Redstone Arsenal. Got to watch the space shuttle land Edwards Air Force Base twice when I was a kid. Sandusky, Ohio is where NASA tests their rockets. General Dynamics had some test facilities in San Diego. We stumbled up, we actually saw a couple, and we were on a couple of those like compounds. But seriously, you look like the guy who robbed a gas station in our village. Because you're in Africa? Where the fuck are you at that has a village? I am true North Albanian. Family in Huntsville, Madison since 1700s. Got it. So you weren't kidnapped from the Nazis and brought here for NASA. Wasn't Tommy Boy from Sandusky? I don't know. Derek, what up? I lived in a village in Michigan, much smaller than Camden. So like true village, like no power, no running water. Thatched roofs. Seal Museum, Fort Pierce, which is in southwest Florida. There's a lot of pieces of SOE gear in the Seal Museum. No, but I knew some of the German engineers. Yeah. No, that's where I live now. Village is the size of population 500 to 2,500 per. Well, we're a village then. Camden's a fucking village. Oh, I'm very well aware of Operation Paperclip. There was a lot of remnants of that. Those whole towns there in Alabama were Operation Paperclip towns. As well as like Y12 and all that. Is it Y12? That's Y12. I'm gonna start building my chert adobe. Good luck with that, man. You better add some poop in there to hold that thing together. That clay won't. You're a villager. You know, the United States Navy was going to use the Village People, YMCA, for their recruiting song, and somebody pointed out that they were all homosexual. They're like, no, they're not. Yes, they are. Would you like to live? What's the difference between a village and a hamlet? Can I buy a Mookie war yarmulke? I don't have one, man. I don't have one. You know what would make these knives cooler? They're fucking twice as big. Amplify everything. And double the fucking liner lock. Calling Camden trailer park is the most accurate. It is, man. It is definitely trailer park fucking humans. One traffic. We had one traffic. We've moved up in the world. We have 2. Do we have 2 or 3? We have 3 traffic lights in Camden. Hamlet is even smaller, 100. So I'm just a compound. What's that? 10 or less? You just like saying Hamlet? I like saying omelet. I went to a buffet over the weekend. I will not go back. I will go back for breakfast. It probably like you can't really fuck up a breakfast buffet, right? If it's got like eggs and waffles and pancakes. Romeo, Romeo. That's a different play. Oh, Hamlet. I'm just an outpost. So he's the compound. Buffet pass, yeah. Man, we used to go to some really good buffets in Las Vegas. You get whole fucking lobster claws and king crab claws and legs, and Sentinel Island is smaller than a Hamlet. Where is Sentinel Island? How many of you guys still have CDs? Anybody still have CDs? Are you laughing?
Yes,
Why?
because you and this CD kick you're on.
I'm going back to analog.
But you don't want a shelf for them.
No, I don't. I already have a shelf for them.
Really, where?
We have several of them. They hold DVDs and shit. I don't need you to print me a shelf
But where are you going to listen to a CD at?
on a CD player.
Right, where?
I'm buying boom boxes
And where are you going to listen?
in the gym.
Uh-huh.
Walk back. Oh, you can't see. You're not tall enough. Go upstairs. Get on the deck outside in the gym.
Yeah.
And you'll see two
Wide open spaces, yes.
big ass components that are Yamaha sound systems.
Okay.
And that whole $8,000 surround sound system upstairs plays CDs. But I'm buying
A boombox.
a boombox with
You're gonna buy
mega bass.
You should buy the CD Walkman.
The CD, yeah.
That way you can listen to it while you move around.
Yeah, but the cord, those aren't Bluetooth. I bet they do make them now. Anyways, they're taking iPods and they mod these iPods so they're USB chargeable and they have Bluetooth on them. It's quite a thing. Cassette and a boombox is legit. Yeah. Is it Magnavox? Or there's a bunch of them. Sony has Mega Bass, but I had extra bass. I don't know what it was. There was a button and it fucking made it have way more bass. Do you have any guillotines? I actually bought a guillotine. I do not have possession of the guillotine. It was a real functioning guillotine. Boombox on your shoulder, yeah, with the separate speakers and shit that clipped on. The old Sony Sport stuff in yellow, yeah, I remember it. Flipping through giant album of CDs, yeah. That actually tore CDs up, man. That scratched the shit out of a lot of CDs. If you look on Marketplace, there's a lot of CD. There's 100 Sony CD players that hold 100 CDs. I just want a single tray. And there's some legit CD players out there. They run for $700 to $1,000 now. But they're not plastic trays, right? They're like machined metal and shit. They're on bearings and everything. Panasonic made the biggest boombox. Yeah, there's a lot of them, man. A couple old TV shows on CD. On CD, just the audio portion of them. Not sure if you've looked at Expert Voice, but figured fuck it. Couldn't hurt to throw it out there. Seems like a good place to get gear in the hands of people that'll use the shit. I have no idea what it is. AST, what is that, man? Ghetto Blaster, yep. 20 D cells, yeah. I still rock the 300-watt stereo I got when I was 14. The kitchen with a 3-disc spin changer, yep. DVD, got it. I ordered a bunch of CDs yesterday night. Not last night, the one before. Techniques turntable, realistic stereo system. Nice. Yeah, I've got some Pioneer home stereo stuff. I have some Yamaha home stereo stuff. I've got quite a bit of Bose. And then I've got a massive Denon system upstairs. Is Amanda planning to print a battery carrier for DeWalt? She certainly will. We actually have one floating around here somewhere. Holy shit, this thing's heavy. I did shoulders this morning. I fucking feel that.
Yeah, just remember that.
So, yes, she will. What would you want? You want a yellow one or you want it just black? Noveski has a rifle called the Ghetto Blaster. Yeah, what was that? What was that thing that High Point had out there? Pioneer Elite and Onkyo. Yeah, Pioneer Elite was originally home shit, and then you went from Pioneer Elite, and then the car stuff went from Pioneer to Pioneer Premier, and then it was originally Pioneer, and then Premier was the high end, and then it was all Pioneer Premier. I have a head unit, as a matter of fact, that's Premier. Has dolphins swimming and it has a chick fucking finger banging herself. Finger banging. Buy a black or yellow one. Yeah, she can do that. NAD? Everybody should take NAD. I'm not sure what you're talking about though, Matt Christopher. Yeet cannon. Cassette tapes are still used for long-term data storage. They're good for decades. Yeah, you get mold though. Like when you look at cassette tapes, you gotta, like, used cassette tapes for audio, you gotta look for mold. Mold fucking really fucks up tape. I've been watching a lot of these fucking videos. I had some Orion 15-inch subs, yep. Kenwood, yep. I did all that stupid shit. $10,000 truck, $20,000 stereo. Had quite a few of them, actually. Mine were more like $30,000 truck, though, $10,000 stereos. Custom door panels, and the Suburban has custom fucking door panels in it right now. What do you think about goalie vinyl? I've never heard of them, man. I'm not familiar with them. I used to sell cassette tapes on eBay. Rap and metal are worth money. Yep. I just can't do it, man. I see we come across like 400 CDs, right? And I start looking through them, and I get about 30 in, and I'm like, fuck this, I'll just order the ones I want. Be heavy with 4 of the 12 amp hour. Fuck yeah, it's heavy with this just right here, like trying to reach across. That's my fucked up shoulder too. She's got one that's 6 batteries. So you could have 6 or just put them on the outboards and it would still balance out. I just intentionally wanted 4. I blew 2 Bondo out of the Cutlass and popped the latch on the... Oh, you blew the Bondo out? 3-6 Mafia? You know Little White played here twice, right? Speaking of 3-6 Mafia. Authentic Chinese? What's an authentic Chinese finger trap? No, but I'd like to have one. For expert voice, think of GovX or a marketplace for active duty prior service law enforcement, along with other fields like search and rescue. Interesting. You were here the last time Little White was here? I worked in a stereo store. Old tube equipment. That's fucking cool, dude. Conrad Johnson. I would set up turntables made to soda by soda. Would take 10 hours to set up. That's fucking cool, man. That's neat. There's still some high-end audio guys, but man, they're so few and far between now. Motorcycle speakers are stupid. Fuck yeah, they're fucking loud, man. You motherfuckers pull up next to me in my truck with my windows up, and all I hear is your guys' shit. They're like ridiculously good. Yeah, Crutchfield's still around. Go on Crutchfield and look up CD player. They got some fucking... They're all expensive. All you youngsters. Marantz. Built-in oscilloscope. Yeah, I remember Marantz. I still have quite a bit of audio stuff. And speakers and stuff.
You probably still have a CD player
I think I have a DVD player. I don't think we have a CD player upstairs. I think there's a CD player in the other building though. I think there's a couple of them. Clever. What's up, buddy? Sitting listening to music on expensive gear seems like a waste of time.
Depends on how.
But my music will last after the internet collapses. Why not just get a hard drive and fill it? I have a hard drive. I have hard drives filled with music. I don't know. I don't know. Crank it and lift weights. Yeah, it's different, man. For a long time I would not listen to music in my ears at the gym. I would only go to a gym that had fucking music I wanted to listen to, or when I walked in I would change the music. Infinity made a speaker system called IRS Beta Check. Called Beta. Check that out. I set up a set of them. Hopefully when I get old, I'll be that old dude. And they like the truck bumping some 90s music. I've seen those audiophile rooms, no weights. Yeah, those guys have 30-room homes. They're like, come look at my aquarium. And they have a dolphin. You want to listen to some music? They got the one chair in the middle of the room. What is that, a CD cover or was that a movie, right? The one chair in the middle of the room, they turn it on and it blows the chair over. And anytime you went to a high-end audio video place, it was Days of Thunder. It was Days of Thunder or it was Top Gun. I think those were the two that they would always play. Everyone had those square speakers. Yeah. Raffle, what's up, dude? Buy a good whiskey, bourbon lately? No, I don't buy whiskey or bourbon, man. I have a lot of them, but I don't buy them. People usually give them to me. And it's very rare that I'll drink them. If I'm drinking a whiskey or something like that, I want it to be sweet. Back in the day, if you had a Discman with a titanium head and mega bass, you could pretty much take over a medium-sized town. I had a Sony Walkman taped to the frame of my 10-speed, and it had LL Cool J in there, and it would switch. So when it finished one side, you didn't have to take the tape out. It would just play the other side. 10,000 watt rebuild 18 quick square kicker blew the wind. Yeah, we went to some SPL, sound pressure level, competitions at Mad Jack's before it became Tweeter in San Diego there. Top Gun, I hate the movie. Demo 2, that's the C. People that worked at Circuit City back in the day were making like $100,000 part-time. Yeah, I bought a Bello Entertainment Center. I still have it. And it came from Circuit City. I still have all the components too. They've got to be in the other building. When we moved out of the lake house, all that shit was there, and it all went into the other shop. Got a stiletto warranted. And they sent me a replacement with discolored plastic. Guess the stiletto is not Surefire focus. Oh, we're talking about stiletto went out after it took a smack. So I have two Stiletto Pros, and my lenses are gold. They are so fucking off-colored that they're fucking useless. And I saw Tim had one in his pocket the other day, and his was fucked up too. I've been carrying, and I wish they had a more. These Coast lights are really good, but the clip I don't like. It's just not as fucking robust. But this thing, I do really like that it's got this multi bright red, and it's not as bright as the Surefire, but it does the job, and it charges through a USB-C. And it's got these magnets, which I could give a shit about. I'm probably going to buy another Stiletto Pro, though, or that new one with the two heads. I guess you remember. Yeah, there's still dudes buy the fuck out of those laser discs. The laser disc will play CD, DVD, and laser disc. And I believe they're still pressing movies on laser disc, I'm pretty sure. How long did it take you for the lens? 2 years, probably about 2 years. I've got several of them. I want to say I've got 3 of them, and Amanda's got one. Now I carried mine daily in my pocket, and it got washed a few times too. Surefire makes the stiletto. You've got the stiletto, stiletto Pro, and the Pro 2. You can see them on Amazon. I have the 2 head. That's the Pro 2, yeah. Mine were never a problem either until they were a problem. I used to go into Magnolia Hi-Fi and watch Clear and Present Danes and Laserdisc. That'd be cool. Never open your mouth when you're sitting before Congress. Carver, yeah, I remember Carver. Old cassette tape adverts. Is that what that was? With the guy in the chair blowing over? They should warranty that. Well, that's what Rafa's saying. He just sent his in for warranty. Where's his comment at? Got a stiletto warranted, and they sent me a replacement with discolored plastic. Guess the stiletto is not Surefire's focus. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's like it's fucking crystal clear when you get it. It yellows a little bit, and then it turns gold. And it's not from use. Like I had a little, what was that little one they had before the stiletto? That thing sat inside my bag, didn't have even a couple hours of use on it, and it turned gold, and fucking, it's useless, man. You can't, I mean, the battery went dead. We actually popped that battery when Drac was here. It had sat, we actually pirated that battery out for the dog hearing protection goggles that he was working on something with K9, Fortress K9. Speaker check out. I'm not looking to buy fucking crazy expensive. You can still buy a stack of old ass speakers, and they will be way too much sound for your house. I've got this massive garage, which, I mean, you can go big speaker stack, or you can get some small speakers too that'll put out fucking crazy sound. I've got a couple. What do I have for my bass? I've got dual. I bought dual basses. We've never hooked them both up. I only have one upstairs, and it's a not Polk. I have Polk Audio speakers. I think I have Polks. Might be Infinities, and then I've got JBLs. I think I got JBL bass models for subwoofers, and they're fucking, dude. You can turn the sound system upstairs, and I've got 12 inches of ceiling with double sound abatement insulation all through the ceiling. Like, you don't hear the sewing machines running upstairs or anything. I can turn the stereo system on a movie or music upstairs a quarter, and you can hear it and fucking clearly understand it down here. Are we live still? I've not seen any comments on here in a minute. Did we die out? Banging fucking beautiful, man. I've never owned any of it. I got a buddy that was special projects manager for Best Buy. And what's their thing called? Magnolia or whatever? That's their special install shit. They came in here and ran all my wiring and did all my install here a couple years ago. New surround sound is one speaker. Yeah, it's wild. Dude, even on when I was watching shit on my Samsung TV in my bedroom, which has been years ago, just the audio, and I didn't have a sound bar or nothing, just out of the TV, you would look left and look right. Like, even the surround sound on just the TV was pretty amazing. And our room is 30 feet by, the bedroom is 30 feet by 15 feet, probably 30 feet by 14 feet. Did you hear Samsung and all those companies are getting sued? Is it Texas? Somebody sued the shit out of all those smart TV companies because they're all listening to your shit and recording it. Jonathan, what's up? I met Matt Polk many times, walked the factory. That's fucking cool, Matt. The quality of the new 4K TVs is going to put theaters out of, well, theaters are going to put theaters out of business. The nicest theater in Nashville has kind of a VIP theater. It has multiple, what's the amphitheater? What am I thinking of? The surround sound, the big fucking surround sound, the expensive fucking, you pay more to go see it. I'm drawing a blank on it. They've got a couple of those theaters in there. And they have a VIP theater that has like 10 theaters of IMAX off to the side. And they stopped doing it a couple of years ago, but they would serve you sushi, they'd bring you margaritas, and the food was okay. It was pretty good. But you'd go to the theater where all the common folk would go, you'd walk through, and then there's another VIP theater in there. It's really nice. Amanda, we were in Nashville a couple weeks ago, and she checked to see what movies were playing, and she's like, I didn't recognize a single movie playing, and they had like 10 movies playing that were Indian, like Bollywood kind of shit. Dolby IMAX, VIMAX. I haven't heard of VIMAX, but it's IMAX is what I was thinking of. Just saw that Harris County is fighting getting rid of the NFA. Pissed that my county wants gun control in place. Where's your county, Rafa? Fighting getting rid of the NFA. I see what you're saying. And like your ear too. You'll get in your buddy's car and it'll sound fucking amazing, or his truck or whatever. And when you put that, your ear will adjust. Like the first time you get in a vehicle and it sounds just fucking so crazy and loud, you will get desensitized to that. Fuck theater, it's like $100 minimum for us to go to the theater. Fuck yeah, it is. Fuck yes, it is. That's right. And you're gonna buy their shitty popcorn. I do have to say, I did some cool shit. You have, Matt. Every time I hear stories about the stuff you've done, you have lived quite the life. Shooting hasn't messed up my hearing nearly as much as, yeah, car stereos for sure, but HK91 fucked my hearing fucked up my hearing. We used to scrounge through cars and picking up quarters out of the couch and shit to buy a 20 round box of Spanish 308. And I had an HK91, and we did not have any Ear Pro. Siding with Bondi Trump appointee to keep the NFA tax regulation in place despite tax being zero. Can't wait till the inflation adjust that bitch, and suppressor will cost 100 times more. It will, absolutely it will. Think about that. When the NFA was put in place, it was to keep black folks mostly from having guns like that, and poor people. Ordered a couple of those awesome gray hoodies today. So those are black hoodies with gray ink on them, and they're fucking awesome. I've been wearing mine. I took mine off right before I started the video. Touched off a 10-inch AKF. Yeah, man. Try a fucking 8-inch foul. Fucking, you'll know right where your fillings are. LGS got in a 91 pistol with 8. That's fucking crazy, dude. We have luxury theaters here with reclining seats. That's kind of, yeah, that's how these are. Yep. What did you say? I don't know. What did I say? I said a lot of stuff. Are you talking about the Firearm Registration Act, the Machine Gun Acts and stuff? It was to keep black folks from having machine guns and suppressors after the whole Black Panther thing. And poor people. If you look at the cost, the $200 tax stamp, That was like real rich people shit when that went into effect. Look at what that is in today's money. That $200 from when that NFA went into effect, the tax stamp, in today's money, what does that equate to? It's a fucking massive amount. The least yeehaw county in Texas and recommendations on how to move the needle. You got to get into Alex. I don't know how to help you, buddy. This is a you thing. Somebody type out to reboot his computer, leave, join, come back, whatever he's got to do. Turn his volume on. If you buy CD, check out Mobile Fidelity Gold CD. I think he's making a joke about oh, I got you. I see what he's saying. I'm very literal, man. I do not do the fucking joke thing. Like I can't see the picture either. When they got all the pixels and shit, I can't pick the picture out. I can never stand there long enough to see it. Give it 10 more years and Georgia will be like the rest of the East Coast. This is the shirt right here. I would assume you'd look up Green Tip or M855 and you'll be able to find it. Although sometimes I'm surprised. That's the back of the shirt right there. We probably should have put a little bullet there too. 24 karat gold CDs. That's fucking wild. What's silver at today? Is it back up or is it down? With inflation, $200, $1,934 would be $4,800. Silver at 74. Yeah, I'm in some fucking prepper Facebook group, and they're like, so much for silver holding value. It's crashed. They're like, it dropped like $3. Like, what are you talking about? It dropped $2.80. And people said you're going to see it fluctuate up and down in $5 increments till it hits 100. Will it? I don't know. I don't know. Up to day 5, silver at 75. I remember baby boomers talking about ordering Tommy guns off Sears catalog. Yeah. I mean, I remember being able to go to a Sears and you'd see all kinds of gun at Sears. My very first rifle was a Sears and Roebuck lever action 22 with a detachable magazine. We know guys that took their newspaper money and bought a Lewis gun. It's also the week after. Oh, good point. Good point. Still down from what it was. But still up. Bought it. Yeah, man, I bought it $13 an ounce. I bought it at 18 an ounce. I bought it at 30 an ounce. I have not bought any at 50 an ounce. Spent mags. I have some spent mags. What color are you looking for? Are we talking? And we're talking spent mag pouch, right? Not roll up dump pouch. Two different things. I assume you know what we're talking about. Am I a trained assassin killer? When law enforcement asks me, "Do you have any weapons?" I go, "Why do I need them? You have them. I can get yours if I need them. Everything within my reach is a weapon, sir." ASW, you're gonna love it. How do I like to buy silver? I like the stacker bars if I'm buying like 5 or 10 ounce. But the real answer is if you're buying silver, buy 1 ounce silver round American Silver Eagles. I mean, you can get more, right? You can get more and pay less, getting like just, artistic heads I win, tails you lose, or chicks with titties or whatever. But the American Silver Eagles are going to carry their value a little bit better. Have a regular dump pouch on the order. Yeah, the one with the pass-through. Mine in order in multicam. Yeah, I don't have any in multicam. Yes, they're definitely batched up. I do have one there in Woodland. I've got one. Scottsdale stackers, though. If you're buying like 10-ounce bars, I like that a lot. If you're a true baller, man, you just buy 100-ounce bars. Sound cut out? Anybody else? 2013 Afghanistan, and I remember talking to a buddy who thought it was wild that silver jumped to 24 an ounce. Said it was unheard of. I'm back now. All right. Feed is done. Yeah, it's up front. All right, guys. I'm out. Thanks for hanging out. Amanda's got these Goth tower shelves. I don't know if they're available yet. They ship in pieces like this, and they pin on top of each other. I would assume that you would glue them once you take possession of them. They're pretty cool. And this is the shirt right here. We just got them today. These will start shipping tomorrow. Color is very much like the ammo can, and it's distressed, worn out like the ammo cans do. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Any recommendations on what works best on the PALs between the boxes on the NSW Rallymans? 3 stacked mag pouch. You can totally do 3 stacked or a single triple, right? So that it's flat. If you want to add 6 mags, you could definitely do 3 stacks. Absolutely. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you check your text. There's some cool shit in there tonight.